Hello, I'm Ray. I'm with the channel LovewaterHealing. I'm here to do a reading for all of my Libras, gorgeous darlings, for the month of July. It looks like right away that there's patience and there's a long-term investment or something that you have been um, waiting for, rewards, long-term rewards that are coming in for you. Lots of luck for you here in the month of July. So there's good cycles, good completions, and there's turning points that you didn't recognize were there, and you feel so lucky that you're able to experience it the way you are. And as a result of that, it might be some disagreements that come up, but Libra, you're more than capable of handling those disagreements. I think this is about keeping your own balance in your own heart at this point. It's not about anything else. You are being given the strength because you can literally touch and the card is about courage, patience, and compassion, but it's the strength to be able to touch that lion's mane and not feel scared. Like, lions are man eaters, right? They're human eaters. You're not scared of that. You're able to stand your ground and be in your place. And there's a sense of renewal that comes from having the conversation. Although you feel like there's a loss, Libra, at the end of it, there's not really a loss. That's an illusion. Loss is an illusion. Grief is an illusion in that way. You're able to see it from a different perspective after and say, okay, I'm recognizing that I have to go through this process, right? This doesn't feel good. And you feel like a little bit like there's regret that's coming in for the situation, but you're also like, I'm so glad I got here. And you feel so lucky that you were able to feel like you can claim your personal power again. Your angels want you to feel confident, and they give you the strength to say no when it's the right thing to do for yourself. So your struggle may actually stem from unresolved, like, inner conflict that comes along, rather than a conflict with others, which is something to recognize, because others may not care at all. They may say, like, here's how it is, here's how I feel, this is what we're doing, and you're like, oh, I'm so lucky. I got this over with. This is finally in a completion place. I'm in a good place about it. And then you're like, okay, I feel confident. I can move forward. And then there's a loss that comes along with it. So a loss could just be like a regret or something that you said, you know what, I'm glad that I got through this. I feel like I'm the luckiest, but this feels like on the other side of it, like the grass was not greener. But the grass actually is greener, because your angels are saying, like, they're calling upon you to claim your personal power. So this is about you coming back into your power, back into who you are, recognizing that, this is temporary. We all have these temporary states that we're in, and they're perfectly fine, and we're perfectly good with where we're at. Let's see if these angels have anything else. And because it's so temporary, the situation brings you into a more loving place, loving for yourself, because you're recognizing that it makes you feel better. Situation's been troubling you, has come to an end. Officially, the angels are saying that you can breathe a sigh of relief, Libra. So with the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go, at this juncture. So someone in your life may now finally be free of his or her addiction or codependency issues. This is what this can also mean. It also can mean that people are getting married, because it's the ending of a single type cycle into a combination or two people coming together cycle. But it looks like there's a wonderful time and new opportunities that come up as a result of the ending or the situation coming to an end for you, which is great, Libra. That's exactly what you wanted. This card is about action, and you've been procrastinating for a little bit of time, so now it's time to really get busy. So the angels want to remind you that this is a great time to start a new business for you. And you should have all the confidence in your abilities to be able to get this moving and get this rolling. It's now about you getting out of the procrastination phase, Libra, and pushing yourself in the next direction. Fluorite is the crystal that you have to have for the month. This is about natural beauty and authenticity. So you are naturally beautiful, Libra, and be yourself, okay, as God made you naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. Cannot emphasize that enough, Libra. Sometimes I think it's hard for you to hear, but we're here to say it. We're here to spray it and make sure that you really are aware of it so that you become authentically who you are out of a situation, out of an ending that frankly didn't really serve you and brought you lots of drama. Balance. Libra, you couldn't get more balance cards. And I love that for you. So for you to fulfill your full potential, to become all that you are in every moment, you must be in balance. Otherwise, you're resisting life and you're creating tension. Ugh. This resistance and tension are needed to a certain extent for anything to expand, grow, or become more. Learn to recognize the resistance rather than letting it run you. Anything you don't like, sense it, feel into it, and the next logical step will present itself. It's super easy for you, Libra. You have that balance, those set of scales that push you back and forth. So this step will be a move in the direction of your potential, your dreams and desires. So take a gentle, deep breath and thank whoever has moved you out of balance or whatever has moved you out of balance, and say to yourself, thank you. Thank you for showing me what I really don't want and reminding me to come back into a balanced place where I feel inspired to create what I do want. I'm willing to experience all things, for in doing so, I become clearer with my highest loving path. Namaste. That's beautiful for you, Libra. I love that. So you keep that balance. And in that balance, you're able to move through, forgive yourself, forgive them, and then get into this new direction where you're starting a new job, you're starting a new life, it looks like, and I'm excited for you. We're always going to have changes. There's always going to be things that are going to change. You woke up today, so be grateful that you got here and that you're moving on to the next direction. Live every day. Just create the things you want. Have joy. Have fun, Libra. That's what it's about. Have fun. And then you'll see that these new beginnings and these things just start popping up in your life because you're no longer in resistance to the things that you want. You're allowing and letting flow in the things that you want. And that's all I have for you, Libra. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. As always, love your water and love yourself. And I'll see you on the next video.